How are you?
Good, good, good. So
Am I, is
Donald,
this the right, am I at the
we
right
have
one?
another session tomorrow for our existing users. So come to that one because you're gonna learn a lot more about what to do with the platform, how to actually create content and things like that. But feel free to stick around with this one too, but it's just not gonna be as value packed. Because that one is for basically if you already have Roomvu, what to do next. This one is if you don't know what Roomvu is and how can we actually tell you what it is that we do. So
Oh, awesome.
um,
Absolutely love Roomvu. It's been very helpful. So thank you. All right, I'll come to it tomorrow. Sorry about the link.
all right, thanks, Dan.
All
Thanks,
right,
all.
nice to-
Yeah, if you don't mind giving us a shout out, like what has been your experience using Roomvu? We'd love to learn that.
Oh, I absolutely love it because, there's so much like being an expert or specific location, the information, you would be searching so long and not even creating the content, but just having that exposure and being that expert in the area, and just the branding of it is fantastic. And the information, you just learn so much. And when you do the math with everything, it's being able to, have all that in the tip of your hands and have it all being come to life. It's just really brands to who you are, but also customizing. And I have the platinum and absolutely loving the customer service is amazing too. So I'm from
Thank you for that.
Florida.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, I'm from the Naples, Florida area. So it's you learn a lot about yourself as a real estate agent and also following along with the trends of being different in the industry. So it's been a joy and pleasure. And Sam's amazing. And I messed up on the days though, because clearly today's Wednesday and I should have been at Thursday. So, but
Oh, no worries,
thank you
man.
so
Like we'll
much.
see,
But
we'll see you
good
on the
luck
other
with
call
everything.
tomorrow. And thanks for the amazing
Yeah,
love.
thank you, Donald.
I and Donald
Oh
have been
yeah,
doing a
thank you.
lot of
I was just
back and
coming
forth.
in, but I came at the wrong time. But best of luck to everyone. Thanks again, Sam.
All right, thanks, Donald. Thanks
All
for the
right,
love.
bye everyone. Bye.
Thank you. All right, guys. I think Chuck is asking what's happening for tomorrow. Tomorrow's session is for more of a, if you're already using Roomvu, how can we actually help you maximize the value of the product? Today's session is more about learning what you can do with AI, how you can actually create content and so on. And this session today is about half an hour. We're just going to explain how you can actually get value and stay on top of mind using social media. I will give you a few examples using ChatGPT. I would also give you a few examples of what we can do to kind of take it over. And the whole point is, guys, throughout this session, I would love to learn as much about your business and as much about what you do, so I can actually help you better. So before we get started, I would love to know your cities. Please put in the chat. I would love to know which city you're joining from. How long have you been in business? That's crucial to know for us, because the more we can know about you and your area, the better we can basically customize this conversation and cover as much as you need for that. London, Ontario, San Antonio, Texas. I love it. Mississauga, New York City. All right, we got some Vancouver people. That's awesome.
Great, we have
Mortgage,
a mortgage
20 years,
person.
Fort Worth,
Great.
Texas. All right, we are truly global. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right. Okay. So I think we're getting close to that 54. Philadelphia, California. Awesome. Okay. So guys, also tell me who is a mortgage broker or loan officer and who is, I see Chuck. I love the domain neighborhoodloans.com. I love it. And thanks for showing your face. I get to see you and connect with you. But who else is a mortgage broker on this chat? Or loan officer? Just a few.
Vinny, 24 years.
24 years. That's awesome. All right, we got Monica from Realty One Group. Awesome. Okay, and one more question. Who's already using us on one of the paid plans? I think Donald was one of them that we just sent him to the next group call tomorrow. If you already know about us, this might be a little bit repetitive. So, or if you already have an account with us that's already using Elna is saying mortgage broker love the plan, some issues with customer service. What was the issue, Elna? Please reach out to me, Gary, who would actually solve that for you right away, and I will get someone from support to actually call you. All right, okay, so guys, we're gonna get started shortly because we know you're pressed for time. All of you guys are here to drive more business, drive more eyeballs from social media, close more deals from social media and your sphere of influence. So let's get to it. Gary, you can take over for the first 4 to 5 minutes and explain what the product is, and then a little bit, and then we will start to cover what you should do on social media to maximize.
Fantastic. I think one of the keys is that we got to obviously mute everybody out for right now, Sam, if you can get that done, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining us. We're really excited to be here and just introduce you to Roomvu and our amazing AI generated platform that helps real estate agents, achieve top of mind awareness. So let's just have a brief overview about the line of work that you're in, right? Because real estate, as you guys are aware, is a zero-sum game. And at the end of the day, as a real estate agent, if you miss out on an opportunity or a listing in your community,
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
Go ahead. What's that?
Go ahead. I think people just unmute themselves, but go ahead.
Yeah, so in this particular instance, again, if one agent sells a property, it means that the competition missed out on the same opportunity. So you need every competitive advantage that you can acquire as a real estate agent to achieve this sense of top of mind awareness. Because if we're not top of mind as a real estate agent, you're going to miss out on serious opportunities, because when people want to buy or sell a property, they're not going to think of you first. So with that being shared, next slide, Selma, please. At its core, real estate is a lead generation business. And in speaking with agents throughout the years, the number one reason why people fail in real estate is due to an anemic pipeline. And that is a direct result of prospecting avoidance. And what's great about Roomvu is that when you partner with us, you will be posting on all the major platforms on a daily basis, top of mind awareness, and get more people into your sales funnel, which will ultimately lead to more opportunities in the form of buyer or seller leads. So let me just start off by asking a very important question. This is more of a hypothetical. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just to stimulate your minds and get you thinking. But if we were to ask the first 100 people in your social network, who would you recommend as a real estate agent? How many would mention your name first? Be honest with yourselves. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. If you say all of them, that's fantastic. It's absolutely imperative that we keep you there, and Roomvu can help you maintain that market share. If you said, like most agents, anywhere from 10 to 20%, then the reality is if more of those people mentioned you first and immediately thought of you, you would do more business, right? And that's exactly what you can expect when you partner with Roomvu. Because social media marketing is supposed to do that for you. Have people think of you instead of your competition, and to think of your services more often. Next slide, please. All right, so a little bit about who we are. I mean, obviously, we have the luxury of having Sam Murbad on this call ourselves. Sam is an agent in Vancouver, Canada, and he achieved $100 million in sales, real estate sales. And obviously was one of the top 1% realtors in BC. And he did this by leveraging, or at least cracking the code on really kind of marrying artificial intelligence and social media. And since then, he actually had a light bulb moment. He was like, hey, if I was able to replicate what I did and offer a service to other agents, I could be really onto something. That's exactly what happened. We've actually been recognized by the NAR as well as Inman and Forbes magazine. And this needs to be updated, but we actually have close to 200,000 agents on our platform these days. And the reason is I'm not sure if everyone was here when Donald was mentioning it, but the platform is intuitive and it really helps our agents establish that top of mind awareness on all social media platforms. Next slide, please. Okay, so when it comes to marketing, whether you decide to partner with us or a different company, there's three things that must happen simultaneously. And use these three, if you want to call it ingredients, as your compass to determine if something's going to be a good investment for you. The company that you're going to be marketing with, are they going to guarantee your exposure? Because if you're investing in a marketing solution and you're not going to be seen, clearly you're going to be wasting your money. The second thing is repetition. So not only is it important to be seeing, but it's absolutely critical that you're seeing often, because that's where association begins to occur. My need for a real estate agent in line with Vanessa Gutierrez or Vinny or Gary Silva, and whatever your name might be. And then the third thing is the targeting. So not only is it important to be seeing often, but you need to be seen by the right people. And that's why we will help you capitalize on your social network as well as your sphere of influence. And when it comes to doing these three things, Roomvu literally does it better than anyone else in the marketplace. And we're going to share with you why here in a moment. Next slide. So what are the benefits of social media? Well, let's talk about the six main platforms, right? We have Facebook. We're going to have you covered there. YouTube, we got you covered there. Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, as well as Twitter. So you're gonna, by partnering with Roomvu, you're gonna have access to all these platforms with an automated formation of content that you don't even necessarily have to think about. You sign up with Roomvu and literally it's like you're in all these places at one time, because if you really think about the time and energy that it takes to create relevant content, you know, focus that time and energy in something else that's going to be revenue generating for your business. Allow us to help you achieve that top of mind awareness, which is absolutely critical to the success for any real estate agent, along with brand recognition, which will ultimately lead to more buyer leads and more seller leads. And so now I'm going to share with you, or Sam's going to share with you, how we do this on our platform. So next slide, and then Sam, you're up. Sam, you
All right.
us?
Okay. So
Cool.
let's get. I thought you were gonna cover this. So, guys, the way we do your social media is by creating something that's different from everyone else. So think of it as this: like you need to have a hyper local content. So the reason I asked everyone in this call earlier, like, where are you from? If you're from Orange County, you cannot put national stats. If you're from Mississauga, if you're from Washington, D.C., or you are in Coquitlam or anywhere else, really, the whole idea is you do not want to post nationwide content. You want to do it as headlines sometimes, but you need to make sure that that content that you're sharing, it has to be super personalized to you. Hyper local is the name of the game. So you need to be sure that you're doing that. So the hyper local and ultra personalized designs is what sets our platform apart from anyone else. But today we're gonna talk about a few things, and let me share, Salma. I'm going to start sharing a little bit as to what we're going to cover today and kind of go from there. So the first thing that I want to cover is, and I think Gary did a good job of explaining what our product is and what Roomvu is. But let's get to this and let's start covering it. So what is Roomvu? You kind of learned that a little bit. I'm going to talk about how to create content on ChatGPT. You've seen this 100 times from all the people. And I'm actually going to tell you why is it so hard to actually do it. Next, I'm going to get you to log into your free dashboard that you have and download a free video today and start playing around with it. Next, I'm going to give you some social media do's and don'ts. So please, if you have a social media account, please share it in the chat, your Instagram account or your LinkedIn. I would love to do a free audit and give you a little bit of tips and tricks on how to maximize that. And then we will do more social media do's and don'ts. So While I wait for you guys to actually give me your Instagram account or LinkedIn account or Facebook business account, I would start covering a little bit about this new kid on the block, which is ChatGPT. So everyone is telling you the talk of the day is use ChatGPT to create content, and that's great. Before this, the talk of the day was use video to drive more leads. So Tom Ferry told you to create more videos. Every mortgage coach told you to do more videos, and I love that. But the question is, do you have the time and energy to actually do this consistently, right? And now there's ChatGPT. Everyone loves it. Everyone is using it. We use AI in a lot of the things that we do. But the question is it really easy to create content using these tools? Okay. So here on my screen, I have this prompt that I gave ChatGPT this morning. And I'm like, I'm a real estate agent and I want to create a more market update in San Diego for the month of January 2024. Well, it's giving me a script. Great. But what do I do with that script? I have to edit the script. I have to shoot the content. I have to edit the video. And I have to make sure my branding is there. The question is, do you really have the time to do this consistently? And if the answer is no, how do you actually do this more automatically? So this is what our content does. It's more of a hyper local and hyper personalized content. So we take over your branding, we create personalized content, and we're gonna post subsidy content that's just for you. And then we're gonna even, if you're in real estate, we're gonna do your listings. If you're in mortgages, we're gonna do post more mortgage content for you. The whole idea is we want to focus on hyper local, hyper branded content. The days of you posting something that's not branded to you, something that's not local to you, it's over. You can't post, do you like the color of this kitchen or that kitchen anymore. You can't post basically content that is just saying general stats anymore. It's not converting. Okay, so now let's focus and start auditing some of your social medias, because that's the biggest thing that I want to focus on, and start looking at what is converting, what is not converting for you, and start auditing that. So Jackie, I love that you've shared your account. Ravi is asking, do we send us a recording of this? Yes, just message us directly or reply to the email that you receive and we'll send you a recording right after, and so on.
And real quick, Sam, if I could just interject, and people, once again, thank you for joining us. If you're interested and want to have a demo conducted for you, it's a free conversation with one of our specialists. Put your name in here. We'll contact you today to set up a 15-minute demonstration. There's no obligation other than just learning more about Roomvu. So that way, you guys can start maximizing on our AI and our platform.
All right, so let's get started with the audits. This is the part of conversation that I actually like, because I get to learn about your business and I start to give you more tips around what you can do to actually start getting more value out of social media. So I'm gonna go and also bring your Instagram account. Okay, I'm seeing 6 messages. That's awesome. So let me bring these. I think this morning Instagram had an outage, but the good thing is we can actually load Instagram right now. So we got our first account up. Jackie, thanks for sharing your Instagram account. And you're with HomeSmart. We actually have a partnership with HomeSmart, and we're so excited about our newest partnership that's coming. So anyway, let's not get deviated, but let's focus on what we see on this page. So the first thing that I love about your profile, Jackie, and I'm going to give you a follow right here, is that you say you're in Fort Worth. That's good. Okay. You can actually add the location up here, so it actually says where you are. Okay. I like that. You are new home construction. That's good. Now, Jackie, do you have a personal account as well, or is it just basically a business account? Do you have like both combined in one, or do you have just one account?
Both combined in one.
Okay, that's good. That's a good practice. I like that. Now, Jackie, I like that you're sharing a lot of content in here. And I know the source of this content, that's us posting that. Okay. We are actually talking about Fort Worth, and I assume you got this free content from your free account, right?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. So you see, you already got your first product in here. This is your first freebie that you can get out of this free call today. It's about Fort Worth because she's in Fort Worth. It's branded to her, and this is just the basic branding. Imagine the things that you can do to actually bring in all your branding in there. This is the first actual hyper local content that you've created. But take a look at something else here. Jackie, I want to see your branding on everything that you post. So these ones are nice. I see your branding, but I want to see your face across the board for everything that you post. Because I connect with you, the person. So look at this. This is great. Like you actually have some character on your posts. That's the first thing that I want to say. So what I want you to do is, while you give us your social media and you let us do the social media, I want you to start creating one post per week that is more than real estate. That is who you are and what you do. This would actually combine with our content, and it's going to do magic. So anything that you are standing for, even if you're sitting at a coffee shop and you're having great conversations with someone, just snap a photo, post it. It would do magic when it's combined with our content. So that's the first thing. Now, I want to also take a look at your LinkedIn. I think you shared the LinkedIn account. Let me also... And let's open up more of the accounts that you guys shared here. So Diceword, I like it. You're Ottawa Realtor. I'm gonna give you a follow right now. So you are getting these are our competitors' content. I know them. But what I would say is, again, you're not getting hyper local here. What is it about Ottawa that you're posting? So think of that. I like the listings, and we do the listings part as well, but you need to get more hyper local. What is happening about Ottawa that I need to know? What is happening about Ontario that I need to know? That's super important. So make sure you do that. Again, the next topic, I like that you're saying Ottawa Realtor. What is your specialty? And you're going to change that account type. Community is good, but you're more on real estate agent. So if someone searched for you, they should be able to be finding you, right? Next, I want to see, for every 4 or 5 posts in here, I want to see something personal. So be sure to use our calendar, your calendar, whatever. Just create something a little bit more personal in there. So that's good. Next, I'm going to also do more audits because I wanna be intentional with what I see here and give you some feedback here. All right, Karen, I love your account. I love everything that I see here. You're saying top 5%. That's awesome. You're saying results driven. That's great. I have the follower account. It's awesome. It's a great account. What I would say, Karen, is this: the moment I see this sold top 5%, the first question I'm going to ask is, how much money is she making? Does she have time for me? And that's a good question and a bad question at the same time, right? If I think you're busy and you don't have time for me, I wouldn't give you a call for that 800K condo. Like I'm talking Vancouver here, because obviously you're in Greater Vancouver. You want to make sure that you are both personal. So I love these. These are amazing. But you also want to just focus a little bit on sharing industry news, what's happening in the industry. And the sold ones are great validation that you do business, but it shouldn't be the only content that you're posting. So if you post just listed and just sold as a real estate agent, you're kind of just missing the boat a little bit, because you might be intimidating people to work with you. I know it's great for listings, and it has worked and it will work, but it would work better combined with other forms of content. So for your listings, you would actually do more stories telling people and telling them what's happening And then we would do the rest in there. But I love this content, for example. It's amazing. It's you on a bike. It's great. Like it's actually telling me who you are, what you stand for. This is amazing. So moving on, and I love your account. So your account is really amazing. Good work. And then yeah, so we have more accounts. We'll start auditing more of that. So here are the things that I want you to do, and I think we covered that a little bit. The first one is you can't be posting all day. I want you to start interacting with people on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook. This is like 10 to 15 times 10 to 15 minutes a day. This is just you giving love to people. Okay. I cannot emphasize on this enough. You need to keep giving value for the people. So you need to like every content that you see. You need to engage with them. If someone follows you got to follow them back. Okay. If someone is liking your content, you want to like the content, the stories, reply to the stories, reply to the contents that you see. It's going to do magic because it creates personal connection. Just say something nice. It doesn't have to be like a lot of nice things, but just say something nice or leave an emoji on the content. So one, you get to be seen. Two, every time from now that you post, your content is going to be pushed up and that person will see your content first. So super important. I know it takes time, but that 10 to 15 minutes a day, just liking and engaging with other people's content, it's gonna be amazing. So don't go to Instagram or YouTube or anything else and just go there for reels. No, you don't want to do that. You just want to see who you're following that has posted something and interact with their content. So that's your number one thing. Second thing, this is the same agent, okay, that we've helped. If you post just real estate related content, you're going to get like 46 likes in here. And it's great. You have to do that. It's the same as just sold, just listed. You have to post that. But I want to also see personal content. Okay, that personal content, the same agent, you can see almost five times the amount of reach and engagement on that post. So super important to actually do that. So make sure that you're also posting something personal. This is why I was actually telling you, we connect with people, we connect with their emotions, what they do during the day, and so on. We don't connect with just purely real estate content. So moving on. Next, how many of you are active on more than 2 social medias? So anyone here, you can just use the chat or just pop your mic off. Like, are you active on more than 1 or 2 social media? Karen, I love that. That's good. How many aside from Instagram and Facebook, where else?
LinkedIn, Google profile, Google My Business. I post there.
That. That's good. That's good. More than 2. Ravi, that's you're also active. Remember, for each of these social media, you gotta have a different audience. Okay. So LinkedIn is super powerful. You're not gonna see likes, but you're gonna see engagement. I'll show you my LinkedIn in a bit, because I want to tell you how important it is to distinguish between LinkedIn and Facebook business. Because I'll tell you why in a sec. But remember, there are different people on different social media channels. Okay, so Twitter, you got different audience. Go ahead, Gary.
So once again, if you guys would like to learn how to connect to all of these different social media platforms, raise your hand, because that is something that Roomvu can do for you. And then if we can connect in a demo, we'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay. Yeah. So if you want,
Mary, that's awesome. Stephanie, I think Sama is taking notes. Emma, that's awesome. Guys, I had a comment here. C is saying LinkedIn sucks. All right, are you ready for something? I want to show you this because it's a topic that's so dear to me, and we keep thinking that LinkedIn is bad. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my Facebook business page and my own LinkedIn. Okay, 2 different accounts, 2 different accounts with the same person. Okay, so it's super important. By the way, that's our content that's showing up here, so I'm gonna ignore that here. But all right, so let's see. Are you ready? I'm gonna go to my profile. I got my first sales from LinkedIn, and LinkedIn has been always interesting for me. Okay, so take a look at this. This is a post that I posted. I don't know if you can still see my screen. I think you do. So this is a post that I posted about 2 days ago. Okay, 70 likes in here. So you can actually come to me and say, Sam, 70 likes. I will get that on my sandwich this morning. Like if I actually post a photo of that, I'm gonna get 70 likes. Do you guys want to have a guess on how many people actually saw this post on LinkedIn? Have a guess. Karen, Michael, D. Pop your mic off and just have a guess or chat. 500. I like that. 200 plus. Okay. You guys ready for the results? That's right. 3,000 people saw my post. If I actually had to go out and pay 3,000 for 3,000 people to see my post, I would have had to pay at least 3 grand. LinkedIn views are expensive. So you're leaving a lot of money on the table by not posting to LinkedIn, by not posting to all the social medias that are available to you. Remember, it just doesn't mean that you have to create the account. It means that you have to invite your sphere of influence to also follow you on those accounts. Because there are different people active on different places. And LinkedIn is interesting for me because you always get the people that are always aspiring for growth. They're career driven. These are the perfect candidates for mortgages. These are the perfect candidates for real estate sales and so on. Okay, now I want to do this next and show you my Facebook business. Okay, so you're assuming that if I have 3,000 views on LinkedIn, how many views do you think I'm getting on my content on Facebook business? Have a guess. It's a solid page, 400 likes, 400 followers, 5,000. I like that, Jackie. All right, more guesses. Last week, okay, 89. Okay. All right, so Facebook business. And I love that Karen asked, do you boost? She knows what she's talking about. That's good. Because here's a sad truth about about Facebook business. Okay, you look at the views. 3, 2, 4. If it's posted from Instagram, I get more. I get like 400. But Facebook business is a pay to play basically ground. Like you need to be able to also post to your Facebook personal. Now my Facebook personal gets 5,000, but Facebook business sucks for getting organic views. So remember this. There you go. Karen is saying it. Facebook business sucks without boosting. So the whole idea is Facebook used to work 10 years ago. If you just posted to Facebook business, your post would show up. Here are some tips that I will give you to boost your engagement on Facebook business. So here's what I want you to do. If you're posting on Facebook business alone, 3 lessons for you. First one, share that Facebook business post to your feed as well. Okay, to your main feed, to your Facebook personal. You're going to get more views from it. 2, reshare that content to Facebook groups. Facebook groups are amazing. You're going to get a lot more engagement out of it. 3, if you're part of our platinum membership, you actually do post to your Facebook personal too. So let us take care of that for you. And that's the next thing. So 3 different things to think and work on. But the whole point is we want to make sure that we are actually covering all these in there. So next, I think we talked about this, or I'm going to continue to talk about this. Make sure that you are optimizing your profiles, not just your LinkedIn or Instagram. You have to optimize your Google My Business. You have to optimize your Facebook. You have to optimize all of these. As part of our platinum plan, we actually do that for you. So we audit this and we actually help you optimize how you look and feel online. Because remember, lead gen sphere of influence, everything is good, but people actually look you up online. If you don't look good online, if you have not posted on your Facebook, if you have not posted on your TikTok account, YouTube account, if the last post was from like 3 years ago, I'm like, is Karen really active? Do I want to give her my listing? Do I want to trust her with my mortgage application? If you're a mortgage broker in that case, the whole point is you want to make sure that you are optimizing your accounts across every channel. If I Google you today, what would I find? And that's what we're really mastering. So Jackie is asking, in my opinion, which platform is the best? I think the whole idea is you need to be across all platforms, okay? We're going to post to all your platforms for you, and then you get to see, we're going to give you analytics, and from that analytics, you can actually see what is working and what is not working for you. That's the whole point, okay? So if you actually see that, then you can double down on one platform. But remember, you have different set of audience on different platforms. So on YouTube, you have a different form of content. On Facebook, you have a different form of content. But remember, you need to be across all of them. That's the whole point. So another thing, and I think I want to talk about this a little bit more. We want to make sure that you are across at least 3 to 5 social media channels. Remember, it's a numbers game. You want to achieve omnipresence. If you're not achieving that, you're not getting value out of social media. Okay. Next, I want to tell you to be focused on all of your social media channels, all of your basically personal content. And I'm going to actually go to Karen's account right now. I know Gary doesn't want me to, but I like going and doing a deeper dive of accounts and actually see what's inside the account. Because the reality is, if you want to see really how we can actually help and boost that branding. So let me go to Karen's account. And guys, all of you have an account with us. So please log into that account and please use that account and start exploring and see what we do have in there for you. Okay, so Karen, you're with Roll a Page. I'm going to bring your account here and start showing you around. Okay, so what you see, Karen, is our basic product. It's the Pro plan that you have, okay? The biggest thing that you see in here is you have also the content that's branded to you, and it's showing a great basically opening of what we're going to post for you. So like this is your listing on Clover Hall. You can actually see that listing, you can explore it, you can see how we're going to post that content and so on. But remember, this is our basic branding. We can actually customize that branding look and feel to everything for you. This is if you're just getting a starter. This is our starter pack that gives you a little bit of the branding, but it's not the whole basically thing. So what is the magic? Come in here and go to your content calendar, Karen. Okay, I love that you've put in West Vancouver. So guys, please do tell us where you are so we can actually give you the right content. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to post West Vancouver market update. And remember, you can actually personalize these contents. This is the basic one. And I will show you how that branding can be customized fully to you with every content. Next, you have what you can fast track on your Vancouver condo savings time and so on. Next, you have Metro Vancouver commercial real estate. What's happening in that? And look at how every content looks and feels different. You have variety of content look and feel, okay? And that's super important. Okay, and this is just the beginning. We are starting to post this and we are starting to learn it. The more we basically customize this and the more we post, the more we learn to give you a personalized social media feed. So this is what we're going to post for you. You can connect all your social media accounts in here: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, your WordPress. If you have a website and you're using that for blogging, we're going to post that content there. Your Facebook personal, all of that is going to be looking right here. Okay. The goal is to post to as many places as possible. Okay. Next, this is your content calendar. Every one of you gets one of these. Okay. Karen, how many people in your database?
So 700.
Okay. When was the last time you emailed them? It looks like you're on top of stuff. So when was the last time you emailed them?
February 23rd. My March 23rd is going out on the 23rd.
Awesome. Okay. So what I suggest is also taking this this other tool that we have here. And remember, like, these can be all customized to you. But the whole thing is we have weekly newsletter roundups here. Okay. Just upload your contacts in here. What CRM do you use? Or do you use any CRMs?
Follow Up Boss.
Okay. So I will show you how to actually integrate that in a sec. Okay. And we can actually get your contacts from Follow Up Boss. And then here is your email list.
Hello.
Okay. Here's what we're going to post for you. And we're going to make sure that we're posting this personalized email list for you, email monthly newsletter for you. And then we're going to make sure that we actually get that to you. So imagine that I'm Karen's audience. I'm sitting through my inbox and just on a lazy Sunday or whatever, she emails me automatically. That's the whole point. And I look at this, I'm like, there's a flipping tax that's coming in. That's like hyper local, right? Let's see. So I look at this. It's a landing page with Karen's name on it. I'm like, Karen's really adding value. I wonder, how much is my home worth? If you were a mortgage broker, this would be different. It would be what homes can I afford and so on. And I'm gonna put in 123 Main Street, wherever, because it's just for the purpose of the demo. Okay, and this is my email. You can always email me in here. This is my actual email. And this is my actual phone number, Karen. So if anything breaks, you can call me. Now, do you have your phone handy, Karen?
I do.
What does it say? Did you get a message from us?
Let's see. Yes, I did. This is a
Okay.
message from roomvu.com. You've received a new lead with the following details. And it's
All
you.
right. Isn't that cool?
Very cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
So now, remember, I was minding my own business. You emailed me while you were busy attending this demo. I gave you my lead. What happens now? Do you have the time to actually follow up? If you have a follow-up system like Follow Up Boss, and remember, I'm showing up here. If you have a follow-up system, you can simply integrate Follow Up Boss right here. Okay. If you don't have one, we're going to actually take over and start messaging that lead through these journeys. These are beautiful journeys designed to convert me as a buyer or as a seller. Okay. And it's going to send hyper local videos to me on your behalf. And the cool thing is, if I start responding and you're not around, it would automatically take over with AI. It would start talking to me while you actually take over, and you're CC'd on all communications. That's the whole part. Remember, our goal is to offer the automation so you can focus on one thing, closing more business. Okay, so tomorrow, if I'm a buyer, I'm going to receive this from you. Income required to buy a house in Vancouver. It's a branded video of Karen sent to me. Next, I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to get this email from you. So this whole thing is going to go over. And if I'm a seller, I get a different messaging. If I'm actually a buyer, I'm going to get a different messaging. And after 14 days, you can also edit these. I will be enrolled in email marketing. So the whole point is you want to start continuously nurture leads. Okay. Now, Karen, you talked about boosting, and I love that. I will show you a quick snippet of what you can do with our platform for boosting your listings. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I'll just show it super quick, because if you want to generate more business, from the people that do not know you. Okay. From an area, let's say you want to run an ad in Westvan about your listing or anywhere else, you can actually run ads on your listing here. So Karen, let's say you're listing on 8th Avenue. Okay. It's 2 million. So I would suggest picking something a little bit. Yeah, I think this is good too. You just had a just sold, right? So remember, we would have actually posted this on your stories on across all channels. But the cool thing is you can come here and you can actually run ads for like $10 a day and start getting value from our ad system. The whole point is we want to make sure that we are starting to give you more leads from the people that do not know you yet. Okay. So this is a method of lead generation. And the whole idea is we want to make sure that we are creating more hyper local targeting for you. This is about targeting people that do not follow you. So the first solutions that we showed you, all this, the calendar is for the people that do follow you. The boosting of the ads and listings is for the people that do not follow you. Okay. So 3 different things, different products in there. Now, how do you get your first content for free? That's another thing that we promised you in this demo. Okay. So I want you to actually log in to your account. You can simply type in this address, roomvu.com, and log in with your phone number. If you're on this chat, you do have an account with us. So please go into roomvu.com/login and start getting into your account. Okay. Roomvu.com/login. All of you guys have an account with us. So go in there and start creating your first video. Okay. The first thing that I want you to do is once you're in there, simply make sure that your photo is uploaded. Next, I want to make sure that your location is updated. Okay. And finally, come here and start downloading some videos. Okay. So these editable videos, you can just come here and start getting some content from it. Okay. So let's say we want this BC flipping tax. Is it necessary, or anything that's about you and what you do, right? So I'm gonna get just this content. Okay.
Here are the cheapest neighborhoods.
There's voiceover. You can enable or disable it. Okay. Remember, this is your first free content. You can change the look and feel of that content. You can edit it and say, ask Karen about the cheapest neighborhoods for rents in Vancouver this March. Okay. Now I've edited this, and now I'm going to click here and I'm going to download the first video. So if I click here, it's going to ask me to verify the phone number because we need to make sure that it's a real account. If I do that, it sends a code to Karen and she would start being able to download the first video. But remember, again, like back to basics. You can do it one time, but can you do it consistently across multiple social media channels? And I think this is the biggest thing that we want to discuss, because if we don't do it consistently, social media will fail you. And you'll be like, well, I didn't get any value out of social media. No, you have, like, there is so many case studies of people closing business out of social media. It's just that they're not consistent. They don't put the effort. So we're going to take over some of that heavy lifting, but I want you to still engage with people. I want you to still, if we go to a party, if you go to a networking event, I want you to actually start adding people to your social media so that you can then pump in fresh content for them. Another question that we're getting from JJ is, does the boosting of ads target actual interested buyers that have made similar? Indeed, it does. The whole idea is we will basically do your ads targeted to qualified buyers and sellers only. We don't send it and just give a general boost to it. It has to be targeting the right people. If you have placed an ad on Facebook before, you know the challenges of the housing category. we get around those because we spend over 2 million a year just for Facebook ads. So we know how to target people. We know how to get through the customer success team with Facebook, and we're an authorized Facebook distributor. So we take over that. So I think now we get to what is the cost, and Gary can actually take over and start sharing that and start explaining that. But the whole point is, my point was explaining and showing you what it is that we do and how well we do it.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. And let's be real. I think the true cost is avoiding taking or capitalizing on this opportunity. So once again, if you're interested in just a demonstration where we will go through every level of Roomvu, please just raise your hand and we will make certain that somebody contacts you from our sales consulting team. That's really important. All you got to do is just hit the button down here at the bottom and raise your hand, and we'll make certain that we schedule you for a 15-minute free demonstration. As far as the actual cost itself, Selma, if you could just go to the pricing deck, that'd be appreciative. And we'll get to it for you guys right now, because I think it's really important to keep in mind what it would cost to hire a literal content manager to do this for you on a daily basis. And we know, because I've actually taken the time to look it up, it's anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000 annually to have that person exclusive a part of your team. With us here at Roomvu for our platinum program, you're looking at.
Yeah, is it me or it's hard to hear you? I think your mic is a little bit.
Then I'm having perhaps mic issues. Why don't you take over, Sam?
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's just you need to talk a little bit louder.
Okay, no problem. So is that better? Thank you. So with that being identified, in order to really capitalize on our most popular program, which is our platinum package, you're looking at an investment for less than $2,000 on the entire year. And that is going to give you everything that Sam talked about. Access to our platform that is going to be posting on a daily basis on all 6 major platforms. And again, it's like $39 a week. So if you really want to get your business to the next level, stop drinking Starbucks on the daily and start, posting with us. So that way you can, acquire more leads and in the form of buying and listing opportunities. And again, I just want to invite every single one of you to book this free demo so we can go through and have an actual walkthrough, so you guys can understand exactly how everything works on the back end, and that we can get you signed up with one of our packages sooner than later. Because the worst thing we want to happen or see happen is just wonder, hey, you know what, where would I be if I had just started, on March 20th when Sam originally introduced us to this idea. So let's prevent that from happening and get you on a demo today. Any questions from the agents?
I have a question. How do you prevent agents from looking the same, so you're not posting the same content as your fellow realtors or brokers, mortgage brokers, etc.?
That's a great question, Sam.
All right.
Well,
Okay. So let me take you through our story. You were in Vancouver, so you remember us creating videos initially. Like we had a photography company that would show up to your door, would create content, and basically go from there. The problem happened when agents started to talk to us, and they were like, Sam, I'm too busy today. Create a content for me without me in it and post it. Okay, sure, we can do that. We did that. Then we gave them the content. No one shared it. Okay, that was the issue. Like, because they're like, how do I download this on my iPhone? How do I share it? How do I optimize it? All that. Then we created our calendar system where we post content. And I was following a bunch of agents in Toronto and LA, and I saw that, boy, they're all posting the same content at the same time, same day. I was like, boy, this is not good. No one would like that. So what we changed was, one, we have thousands of articles and content per day, and we make sure no one is posting the same content. That's the first thing. The second thing is every content looks and feels different. So if I actually show you, like, let me show you a few accounts on various places. So let me show you, Virani, for example, here, right? Let me show you one of the examples here in Vancouver. So look at this. Is it looking like everyone else's? No, it's personalized to you. It's your branding. It's your colors. And this is why the platform works. It's branding that makes it different. Okay, everyone gets their own type of feel and look and feel for every content. If you look at this video even, it's branded to you and who you are. So it doesn't matter what the headline is. It's more about your branding and your identity. However, there are days when the feds increase the rates or when the basically Bank of Canada increase rates, you want to talk about it that instant. So you want to make sure that you are also covering that. So for those days, you would have the same headline. And those are important. Like if there's Mother's Day coming up, you can't post like 5 days before or after. You need to cover that. So for those events, while it's the same headline, it would be different branding, and it would be, everyone would have their own look and feel to the content. And that's how we actually differentiate. But it's a great question. It means that you're seeing the challenges that could happen with the platform. Hit me with more questions, guys. Mojda, I think I've seen you, like your name all in all. I love seeing you again here. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. All right, more questions, guys. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me, why do you think this works? Why do you think it doesn't work? I think that's the biggest question.
So one of the questions that was here is just in regard to listing. Is there a way to promote the listings?
Yeah.
For our service?
Yeah. So if I go back to Karen's account here, sorry, I'm putting your account on the spot here. But if I go to your MLS listings, all the listings will show up in here. You can have it as either just sold, just listed, and you can simply just basically post that content across the board. So you can come here and you can either run Facebook ads on them. This is how your ad would look like. You can change the details if you wanted to. And we would basically run that ad. It would target people in West Van, for example, or if this wasn't like New Westminster or New York, whatever, you would just target that. And you can do that. In certain cities like Toronto, like Miami, LA, we have this other tool, which is running ads on pre-construction projects. This is also another great thing that generates a lot of leads for you. So let's say this project, you can actually run ads on it and start generating leads and kind of go from there. But remember, following up is the most important thing. So if there's something, Patricia is saying, if there's something else that you guys do not post, what would I do? Here's what I want you to do, Patricia. You come to content calendar. These are the content that we're gonna post. You click on any empty space and you can add your own content. So you can add your own content, whether it's a video or image, and we will distribute it across the board. Super important. You can have your own links if you have like a YouTube video or you have anything that you have done. You can also add that here. And the idea is to make sure you're creating more and more content. Karen, if you are like another thing that I can tell you, it would confuse you more, but I would do it anyway, is this. If you're good with camera and you're comfortable with it, something else that we do is before the content goes live on our app, you can actually record your own personal intro before the content goes live. So take a look at this one, for example. This is an agent in San Diego. I think she is in general US. But look at this. You can actually have your own opening before the content goes live every time. And that's something that we're really proud of because it enables you to combine the power of ready-made with your face on it. Because we all know it. Hyperlocal performs 4 times better. But what's even better than that? Having your own narrative to the content. Now, remember, you don't want to cover the whole thing because it's just take forever. You just want to say 10 seconds before the content goes live. So that's available. You don't have to do it, but that's available on the app for Platinum users. That's something that we're really proud of and really, really excited about building and rolling out. So tell me more things, more challenges you see with social media, more things that you want to address.
Sam, I'm going to ask another question. So if you're doing your posting through your platform, can you still have your leads running into your own CRM versus
Yeah.
your CRM?
Yeah.
Like I can see the value because you've got a great follow-up process with the drip, but it can also flow into your own CRM as
It does
well.
follow up to your follow-up bus, for
Okay.
example. You don't need
Okay.
to do anything. As soon
Okay.
as you put in the API, we are the authorized partner with follow-up bus. We love follow-up bus because they do one thing really well, and that is CRM. We do one thing really well, that is our content. Our CRM is there if you don't have your own CRM and you don't want to invest in a different product, but if you already have one, you can just integrate with it.
Amazing. Thanks. Thank
Sam,
you.
Patricia also asked, do you help set up all social media platforms for or
Yes,
with?
we do. That's our we do basically help you set up all your social media accounts under the platinum tier, the $150 a month. We do help you basically do that. You don't need to do it on your own. We'll give you the cover images. We'll give you everything that you need that complies with your branding. Because remember, branding is key. Just making sure everything is branded to you. Everything looks and feels right, makes you look like a professional. And I like, just to finalize our discussions here, I always say this, like, think of it as a funnel, right? Let me show you what I actually show our team in terms of like understanding this whole funnel of staying active on social media, staying active on various platforms and so on. So let me bring that image because it's something that we keep ignoring. So think of it as this way, okay? You have your different stages of a lead, and this is super important, okay? I want you to actually think of this. This is because this is super important for your credibility, for your stages of lead and so on. So initially you have people that are fully unaware of you. You either run ads, like with our smart ads program, you go at events, you meet them, you do a CMA for them, whatever it is that you've met them. Now these people are fully aware of you, okay? You need to understand that now by posting social media and doing email marketing campaigns, you keep bringing awareness around who you are and why they should be considering you for a listing, considering you for a mortgage application, and so on. Okay. Next, so Karen, if you have to go, that's all right. Thanks for coming. This was amazing to connect with you. Then you have the evaluation phase. Okay, once they're in the evaluation phase, you need to nurture them. You need to make sure that you are putting them through a CRM. You need to make sure you are actively in touch with them with email marketing campaigns and so on. Then it comes to decision time. Okay, you need to have a proper website. You need to have a proper online presence, all those things. And this is the decision time. So you need to make sure all of these are done. And we do all of these for you. And that's our promise to you, just to make sure everything is tailored and taken care of. So I know everyone is kind of rushing to get to the next appointment. And this was a 1-hour call. We would reach out to you after this call, everyone that has attended and everyone that has raised their hand, to offer a more detailed onboarding of your account, how to actually use it, how to get your first content for free, and so on. And then remember, it's all about consistency. It's all about getting somewhere started and maximizing the value of social media. So we are here to help. I know it can be overwhelming, but trust me, we'll go through this. We'll book you with one-on-one support all the time to make sure we can actually master this for you. Any more questions, guys? Feel free to stick around. If not, we'll see you with our team basically on a demo. They can explain everything for you. Patricia, I think raise your hand as well. That's awesome. So guys, thank you so much. Thanks for attending. If you need anything, oh yeah, we are linked in with Moxie Engage. If you're talking with Moxie, yes, Moxie Engage is already integrated with our platform C. Yes, let me show you how you actually do that super quick. You go to your leads management system right here. And you get to basically see that. So if you go to leads right here, get leads onto your CRM. There it is, Moxie. You can just integrate with it. We are integrated with most industry things that you can imagine. But if you're even performing well on one platform, I suggest resharing that using our calendar to other platforms as well. So, but remember, it can be super overwhelming. We can make it easy, and we can kind of go from there. And we're going to do enough support calls to make sure every account is set up, every account is linked. So Scott, thanks for coming. C, thanks for all the comments and thanks for coming. Majde, it was great to see you again after a while. Please reach out to me. This is my personal email. I would love to answer all your questions. sam@roomvu.com. Pretty easy. Let me know. Let me know how we can actually help, how we can do a better job of supporting your different things. How effective is posting regular videos on YouTube? It's awesome. Every platform, if you master it, it works. There's no single platform that works, so it doesn't work. You just need to be across all of them, and that's what we do. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for coming in. I'll be excited to help you. Thank you.